I know a Not As TV show gonna be good when Isaiah say, "Hey, look it, hey, look it." The moment you hear him say, "Hey, look it," it's a banger. That's like a producer on the beat saying, "Summon on the beat." Okay, when Isaiah say, "Hey, look it," that's how you know it's gonna be a good show. I don't care what nobody say, right? Y'all know that rapper Trim, the one that be saying, people be saying be copying off of Nicki Minaj. She reminds me of Queen D. I don't care what nobody say. I feel like she was frequently watching Queen D, and then of course she idolized Nicki Minaj. And then she combined the two and made her personality. Because you can't tell me the rapper Trim is not Queen D in another font. Straight up. They talk the same. They kind of act the same. The only thing Trim do different, she a little bit more animated than Queen D is. But to me, she stole Queen D's nachos and reheated them up and made them shits freaking cheesy with some taco meat on there. If y'all know Trim, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Her. Okay? How is this not Queen D, y'all? Look at her. Look at her. That's Queen D. That is Queen D, y'all. I don't care what nobody say. Bruh. I still can't get that video out of my mind when the bloggers done posted Ayana showing her hoo-ha all over the internet. Like, that to me is still crazy. Like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, we done seen all of the cookie. This Mean Boy / Mean Girl show, first of all, I don't like how they combined it. I will say that. I'd rather they had not combined it because, like, I don't know what it's going to give where it's just having a co-ed type show like that. And it is giving a little bit of Greek life. It's giving a little bit of Greek life to me. It is. And the only good thing, though, I will say is giving old Not As TV. Like the old school Not As TV feel is giving a little bit of that. Child, you couldn't pay me no amount of money for you to knock me out like that on camera. I'm sorry. It's just like... My pride is too high. It's no shade. Like, you just cannot get me with something like that, girl. Oh my God. And I still wish that we got like a surprise confessional from her. Like, that would be such a key. And it would be kind of like a running joke if they did it. If she had like a confessional, like the last episode on the Not As TV series, like that would be really a key. And y'all, 8 episodes is crazy. 8. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. Rari would have gave us 10. Just saying.
I tell y'all before we even got off.
I ain't gonna lie. Just off of Ivory not knowing the girls' names as she's picking out the people for her team, Ivory doesn't need a host next season. I feel like she's better off as a cast member, to be honest, because I think Ivory was in over on her head. She thought like the hosting ish was easy, and she didn't know there's basic stuff as learning your cast that you need to learn to do, meaning knowing the girls that's actually on the show. Right, that's one thing Rari was good at. She kind of knew how the girls were and their personality type before the show even started. Like off the, I guess the vibe off the group chat or something. So as much as I feel like Not As TV they mad at Rari and the stuff she be talking, all that, like, yeah, y'all might need to call her back. Like, it's no shade. Like, listen, people have said way worse and y'all let them come back. Like, that cash that cost Sway all types of fat ass, all types of, oh my God. And y'all let her come back. You get what I'm saying? Because Ivy, I don't think she'll come back as host because I don't think she even wants to. And then Sav, I feel like the girls next season gonna disrespect her even worse than Ferrari because of this season because she brought Mace. Like, they're not gonna like that. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like they should just bring Miss Ferrari back and call it a day. Okay? That's what I think. No, Ivory, don't be trying to make it seem like the girls are pressed and it's a problem that you were not there, and that if you were there, they would be fight. They fought more and all that. No, babes. Okay, my whole thing is it's okay that she booked and busy and all that, but I feel like she shouldn't have said yes to the hosting thing if she didn't like. If she was gonna do it to like her fullest ability and be there like the whole time, I feel like she should have just said no and just be like, maybe I could just come in as a cast member. You get what I'm saying? Or like as like a mentor, because that's the new thing over there, right? A mentor. She could have came in as a young and reckless mentor instead of a host. Because then it's all these expectations they didn't put on your head, Ivory, such as memorizing the girls' names. Try the last episode and she didn't even remember your name. What Nicole said, I don't even know you, Bob. Sam, you can't, man. Let me tell y'all, this hosting thing this season is hilarious. Ferrari somewhere laughing her ass off watching this show, child. Okay, Ferrari like, them bitches think they could do it without me. It's only one, Rory. Yeah, them hoes think they could host. I told Irie she can't really do it like me, and now she over here, she can't even remember their names. Me and Landon was just talking about that last night. But bitches think they bigger than the program when I'm the program. Yeah. Okay. Man, if you don't get you some contact lenses, Sav, I know something. Cause ain't no way you still squinting like that, even with the glasses. That's crazy. I don't know. I don't like this side of Lauren. It gives very much baby. Okay. So apparently Alexis ended up getting her eye and she would want to show it. Girl, you will not be the first person on this network with a black eye. Like, please. Okay? Please. But shout out to Lauren though. Sister Girl is the main, like you could tell who's the main character off of the poster off Zeus, and she's the one in the middle. For Baddies Gone Wild, she's like the middle girl, and all the other girls are surrounding her. So I said, oh, okay, it's giving main character. Shout out to Lauren. Mm-hmm. And I'll say this too. Now that's TV, y'all low key unfair because some people y'all be making sure to show their injuries, but other people they get away with hiding it and stuff. I don't like that. So during the competition, some of the girls was throwing. One of the girls threw sand and the girls' faces and stuff, and they were heavily against that. Child, ever since Lolly done came over there with that network with the glitter, no weapons are allowed, child. Okay, that Lolly, I think sued or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So they don't take that weapon stuff lightly over there, off of that glitter situation. See, that's why people be trying to get Sav. She's talking about Ivory, of course, was in the sand per usual, big back, knocking people down. Oh my god! But I will say, Sav is more like Ferrari than she thinks because Far would be doing and saying some of the same stuff. She would not be going out there and playing with the girlies and all that. She would be watching and criticizing. Okay, so hey, don't get mad at Sav doing it because Ferrari would have probably did the same thing. No shade, Nug. Admitting the fact that she got a crush on Ivory. I remember when she kind of admitted that she had a crush low-key on Nug. So that's where a lot of the frustration come from because it's like Nug is not didn't reciprocate that energy, and then it went left from there. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that also has a lot to do with their beef as well. And a lot of people don't clock that enough. Y'all remember that reunion? I'm just saying, let's not forget. It's not being talked about enough. Minnie said if it's given a dike, she might take a hike. Well, in my case, if it's given a punk, we might have some funk. Mm. See, this is why this episode is like a prime example as to why if Zeus and Not TV end up doing that collab for real, and Lemmy's not trolling to get Jocelyn mad, that's why they need to do an I Love Money / Bad Girls All Star Battle type show. For y'all new girlies that's new to these shows, y'all probably never heard of I Love Money. It's a show that was on VH1 and it had all of VH1 girls and boys that were part of dating shows. They put them on the house and they would compete for money. That show was so entertaining. They had fights, They were dating, they were fucking, they were competing for money. Like, it was such a good show. Like, go look up I Love Money. It's such a good show. Cash, you just overly going. For you to say, let me fix my wig as you seen Blueface coming out is crazy. Have you seen how he treats Nevaeh? How he treated Rock? And you try to look good for the nigga? Girl, bye. That's crazy. Okay, since he want to be all coy about who he knows on the cast more than regular, allegedly. Let me put my banner on. From what I know he had Bonnie Debbie cakes. Everybody knows that. I think Bonnie would admit that, to be honest. Allegedly. Allegedly, Alexis. Sorry, girly. But I remember during the season I heard those rumors as well. I do not think he messed with Marmar, and I do not think he messed with Houdini. So that's from what I remember. Blue Girls Club was a long time ago. Nobody's judging you, Alexis, and nobody's judging you, Bonnie. Well, we really are, Bonnie, because you the type that really be with Blueface for real, knowing what he does to women. But yeah, that's from what I remember during my Blue Girls Club watching days. Which, by the way, Blueface, you need to bring that show back. You over here playing games. You let all these niggas run up networks and stuff. If we're really gonna be honest, Blueface should be like a Lemmy or a Tilo, because he was doing it before they, not before Lemmy, but before, not before Tilo either. But like, you get what I'm saying? Like, he did Blue Girls Club early when a lot of people weren't doing stuff like that. Like, they weren't doing the BGC type remakes around that time. Like, they started doing it after he started doing it. You get what I'm saying? That's a little bit after Baddies started happening. Natalie even said this. After Baddies ATL, like, once he saw Blue Girls Club, she got the motivation to do Baddies, because she was like, oh, like, he basically is doing Bad Girls Club. Everybody's liking it. We need to get the BGC girls together. And then came about the OnlyFans and all that type stuff. So I'm just saying, like, Blue, you should be on their level right now. Straight up. But no, he get distracted by all them pack of bitches, and they just distract the nigga. I swear. I'm telling you, if I was Blueface manager or like on his team, that man would be like uber rich. I already know he got money and shit and all that, but like the amount of debt he's in, I'll be able to take him out that debt. No problem. Like, on God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Did I tell y'all last week Bonnie was gonna act like this? Bonnie is girl crushing. She is freaking, she turning pink as red as a tomato. That Blueface is there. She's like, you know, she giggling, put her mouth over her hand over her mouth. Look at her. She like a nasty schoolgirl because Blueface came to town. I remember when Bonnie was going on like a press tour, telling everybody like how Blueface, she was Blueface's girl, and how she's holding him down now that he's in prison, all this type stuff. And I'm like, oh my God. Child, he came out of there, he didn't even acknowledge her. Facts. I'm glad Marmar said that about Blue Girls Club. Although he did not pay the girls, which I know in the time we're living in now with baddies and all that, the girls would never do Blueface's show for free. There would be some girls that would do it though, no shade. But it was so good because like they literally lived together. Like, they didn't live in separate houses, or like they didn't film for like 2-3 days. Like, they lived together for 3 weeks straight. So the drama used to be so funny. And like I remember when season 3 was my favorite season, when Notoria had slapped Zoe. I'm laughing about it because I'm still friends with Notoria to this day. So when she when she had fought Zoe with the sandal, because Zoe wasn't like, she was using Zoe bathroom, I think. Oh yeah, she was using Zoe bathroom, and Zoe didn't want her using the bathroom, and she like You can't use my bathroom, whatever. So Notorious like, I don't care. I'm gonna use your bathroom. Mind you, they was living in Blueface's house. That was what Blueface had. He had the big ass mansion, and the mansion, well, you know, when he had the blue mansion that he sold, so the house was big as hell. So all the girls had like, it used to be like four to three girls like in each room type ish or whatever. He would cast like 15 or 16 girls around that range. And then so that day there was this one girl, her name Notoria. Shout out to Notoria. She probably watching this laughing. She had used Zoe, who was on that STV. She had used her bathroom. So Zoe was like, "Oh, I don't want you using my bathroom." And then she was Notoria was in her bath towel. Wash. I can't stop laughing thinking about it. While she took off her sandal and started whooping the girl, she started whooping Zoe. She literally whooped Zoe with the sandal. It was so funny. Oh my god. It was so freaking funny. Like, oh, I don't think I understand how funny that shit used to be. Like, it was so. What made it funny is because you could tell it wasn't produced. Like, these girls really was fighting just off of the strength of getting irritated by each other. That's what made it even better. Like, it was no group chat. It was none of that. Like, it was like them getting irritated because they was around each other for so long. It was so funny. I'm glad Sav corrected herself when she talking about she will not squabble up for Jay-Z, because you know damn well you will squabble up for Jay-Z, probably do some more other things too, Sav, for Jay-Z. Okay, bitch. I don't know one woman on this earth that wouldn't do anything to be a Carter. Please. Okay. Blue coming in the way that he did, I don't know what he expected was gonna happen. The girls was gonna all drop down to their knees and just start squaring up just because Daddy Blue said so. No, this is not the Blue Girls Club. Okay. They was not gonna do that because you came in and said to basically squabble up with each other. Like, I don't know whose bright idea was that. I could have told you that was gonna happen. If anything, they really should have made them do it before they played that game. So that way they didn't have an excuse of being tired. This is why it's so fun. Like, I love the fact that Ivory experienced being the host. So that way, like, when she be thrown in Ferrari face, she knows what it's like. Like, I remember her, like, for her Ferrari's first few seasons or whatever, and certain things they would blame on her. And I used to be saying that, I used to defend her. I'm like, such and such, like, it's not up to her, or da da da, it's not her fault. And then people being comments like, oh, but she the host, da, da, da. And I'm like, but she's the host, it's not her show. It's a big difference when it's your show and when you're just the host of it. Like Bougie Nina, I remember when she was hosting it and producing stuff her own show. Like that, some of the shows was her. Like Zodiac House was her idea. That was her concept. That's why they haven't continued it. So it's like she was kind of able to kind of really do what the hell she wanted to do, because she was hosting it and it was her show. But it's like these other shows, it don't be their shows, so they can't do what they want to do. Same with Ferrari. A lot of the stuff she couldn't have did what she wanted to do. Send certain people home, all that. Like, so she did get, to me, a lot more hate than even needed. Although some of the stuff she got, you know, she did deserve it. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, it's certain things I feel like they made it seem like it was her fault or like she could control it, and she really couldn't. Cash doing that crying thing is so corny. She thought she really ate that, didn't she? Please, you know what I'm saying? Please, I don't like anything manifesting death or none of that. I don't play around when it comes to stuff like that. I don't need that coming back to me, child. You got it. Like, I'm gonna let God handle you. I don't play when it comes to ops and deaths. Like, you got that, babes. You know what I'm saying? God go get you. Okay, I don't gotta do no work when it comes to that. No, no, no. Okay, I remember when she posted that whole obituary. A lot of people was thinking it was real. When Cash posted that obituary of Marmar, it started going viral, and then I thought she had passed away. Everybody kept saying that. I was like, oh my god, that's so sad. I remember her from Blue Girls Club, and then people was like, nah, it's fake. So I don't play when it comes to stuff like that. I just feel like when you do stuff like that, bad karma gonna come back to get you. Oh, wait, what the hell is going on with C Rose? That was so sloppy. I never seen C Rose like squabble like that. Wow. I feel like them doing all of this after that game with them playing that was such like y'all made these girls at their weakest. That's why Marmar ended up getting got the way that she did. I feel like C Rose and her would have ended up a little bit differently. Like that game tired them out, and then they squabble. Like, and now that's TV collab. I want to see her versus Big Lex. Who's the better Alexis? Let's talk about it, right? Both of their names Alexis. Who's the better Alexis? Big Lex or Sadiddy Lex? I like to see it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay. I would love to see those two in the same room. I feel like they end up being friends though. But who knows? But I like to see it. If they end up doing like a versus, I want to see Big Lex versus Alexis. Sad face when they brought out that mace. She looked like a schoolgirl that got caught stealing something, and she finna go to detention. She hit her with the. Now her ordering the mace, I feel like how is that even allowed? Because don't they be keeping the address secret to where you can't, because it's a safety thing too. Because like if everybody knew the address, they could send it to like a homegirl that they know that live up the street of LA and come to the house and try to fight or get their op or something. So how did she get the address to send it to the house unless they have their phones and they let them? You get what I'm saying? Like I just want to know that. Like how did she get it? Because even with DoorDash, you got to know where you're living to be able to order something. Like you can't just order something. Like you get what I'm saying? Like that's how I feel. Like how did she get the address to be able to send it there? That's the bigger question. I know Nug did not just do her outro talking about it's your favorite big chicken nugget. Who the hell call you big chicken nugget? Please. Nug is funny as hell. Child, we heard what happened at that reunion. Apparently, Sav said that she ended up getting Nug, and a lot of people kind of like agree, but we'll see when it does air and the reunion does drop. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, I still feel like Nug, you need to get an equal leg back because she literally threw hot oatmeal in your face. Like, I don't know. You still need to get her back in some way when it comes to a food item. Cause them oodles, and that cold coffee that you threw wasn't enough. One thing I respect about Sav, she never has not came to a reunion. When it comes to this season, though, last season was way better. I feel like this season, of course, obviously, it was way shorter than last season. And also, I feel like with the whole hosting being kind of irregular, it ruined the feeling of the season. So, if we're gonna be honest, last season was better. Season 2, I think, was better. Season 1, of course, was way better. That was the best season, if we're gonna be honest. So there's that. So my thoughts on this season, like overall, like it was entertaining at some points. Like the Nug hitting the wall thing, like that was hilarious. I feel like that was the highlight of the season. Sorry, Nug. But I will say next season they need to do the return of Rari. That needs to be like the subtitle. Return of Rari. Okay. I feel like it would make the most sense. It'll be entertaining. It gives the key that we need. Plus, I think it'll bring the show back to like its original form. Although Rari's not the best fighter, a lot of the girls on Otis TV aren't the best fighters. It's her personality that makes it funny. Her always saying it's reckless shit, like little nuances like that. It has me cracking up. One, I like to impersonate the bitch too, so that's another thing. But those little things, it makes the show like unique. You know what I'm saying? And her always talk about reckless shit. That's reckless. I like that. That's reckless shit. Like she makes it like a shtick. Like the show is like low-key like a shtick. And that's why I feel like she should be back as the host. I know she has some issue with not as TV and the whole sleeping and all that stuff, but I feel like people have said way worse about the network. So that's why I feel like she should come back as host. I do feel like Sav should come back, but not as host. I do want to see her come back though, as like a cast member. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let me know what y'all think down below. We will be live. Ooh, I was about to say, you scared the hell out of me, Chocolate. We will be live Monday again.